Good morning, everybody. It's Mindy, and I'm going to work on Melody for Melodies of May. She is coming along beautifully. She's going really fast. I have actually paused a few times and worked on some other things because she was going so fast. I thought, I'm going to finish this too quickly. I don't know. Now I'm kind of like, okay, now I really need to work on her a little bit. Anyhow. Let's talk about the business side of this first, and then we'll talk about some 70s stuff. Yeah, I got 70s things to talk about. Yeah. Okay, so this is Melody. She is from Diamond Art Club. She's big. Okay, she's big. How big is she? She is 22 by 28 inch, 56 by 71 centimeters. They kind of like that size these days. I do a lot of paintings in that size. So anyhow. She's fabulous. She is our 70s hippie chick. And who's working on this? Well, myself, Maritza from Kiss My Crafts, and Kara, the principal painter. This is our project we've been working on for the month of May. Huh? You know, the Melodies of May, right? So anyhow, we are blinging her up because, you know, what would a 70s hippie chick be without bling, right? She's getting blinged out. I've done all kinds of stuff in this painting. I have added extra ABs. I've added sparklers, rhinestones. There's all kinds of stuff going on. I think she's turning out fabulous. Each of us are doing something different. We're not really, you know, coordinating what we're doing. We're customizing our own way, but we're all customizing. So anyhow, I hope you've been following along. I hope you've been enjoying. We're all doing a little whip and chat every week. Principal painter, Kara, she is on Tuesdays. My video goes up on Wednesdays. And Maritza's is going up on Thursdays. So we have this week and we have next week left. And then we're at the end of May and we'll be at the end of this little event that we have put on for everybody. All right. We've talked about giveaways. There are giveaways. We're each giving away something. I think that Kara has purchased something. She's got something on the way. Maritza and I, we're still kind of holding out for a minute because, you know, with everything that's happened in the world, supplies are limited, stock is low. I'm holding out hope that some things are coming in this month, yet in May. So I'll have something really cool at the end of May for my prize. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So how do you get entered to win the prize? You comment. Comment on our videos. Like I said, there's one for each of us each week. Go back and comment. All right, just comment. That's what you do. We're each going to number our videos, our comments. You know, say I've got 10 comments on the first video and 11 on the second or whatever. I'm just going to number them. See how many comments I get on all of my videos for Melody. Not all my videos, just the videos for Melody. And then I'll do a number generator. And the number that is generated will correspond to a comment, and that will be my winner. Pretty easy. That's how it's going to work. That's what we're each going to do. All right. So hold out for just a little longer. Like I said, I know some people are restocking. Some companies are getting some more stuff in, and I'm crossing my fingers I'll be able to get it in my hands before the end of May and show you before the drawing. That is my hope, my plan. Yeah. So I think it's going to work. I do. I have faith. It's going to work. Stuff is starting to roll in. Things are starting to loosen up a little bit. So I think it'll be just fine. You'll just have to wait just a little bit longer to see what the price will be. All right. Just keep commenting though. Trust me. You know, it's going to be something cool. It's not, you know, it'll be cool. You'll like it. You watch my channel. You like the stuff that I find. So you'll like the prize. I promise. All right. So anyhow, we do have a hashtag on Instagram, Melodies of May. Please post what you're working on. It so totally does not need to be Melody. You know, it doesn't. Post whatever you're working on. We have had some other things. We've had a dragon. We've had teddy bears. We've had, you know, different types of pictures that people are working on in May. Post them on Instagram. Follow along with us. You know, we like to see what everybody's doing. That's kind of the whole, you know, gist of doing these things, is just to get people involved, get interested, see what you're doing, chit chat with you, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, post what you're working on. Hashtag Melodies of May. Love to see it. All right. So besides that, I only have one other thing to address business-wise, and that is memberships. You guys, I did it. I set up memberships. I'm giving it a go. And I have quite a few members at this point. I am happy to say. I think I'm up to 15 or 13, I think. But thank you so much to everybody who signed up to be a member. I've been working on putting those special perks out there for you. Some extra pictures, some funny things. I might have even put a short little video clip out. I don't remember if I got that out there yet or not. But if I didn't, I have plans to do so. So yeah, consider memberships, you guys. It's just a way you can help support the channel and what I'm doing, help me bring more content to you, cool things, new companies, all that stuff. And let me tell you what, there's some stuff coming. There is some stuff coming down the pike. You're going to want to be in the know. You really are. So anyhow, yeah, consider that. You can go look, check it out, see what your perks are, and make a decision. But I really appreciate it. I think I've actually learned how to do something a little technologically more advanced for me. And it has to do with the members. So watch the videos. Watch them to the end. Not all of them, because some of them are pre-recorded and they were older, but watch my videos to the end. See what you guys see. I'm pretty proud of myself. Just saying. Pretty proud of myself. Most people just do stuff and they don't ever talk about it, but I talk about it because for me it's a big deal. All right? Anyhow. I think that is all I have as far as business goes. Yeah, I will link the other two ladies, their videos, in the description of this video. So they'll be right there in one spot. You can watch them all. And I hope you've enjoyed it. I really want to see some people's things on Instagram, guys. Post your pictures. What you're doing. What you're working on. Okay? It's awesome. It's always cool to see what people are doing. Anyhow. All right. Are we ready to talk about... Oh, wait. Yeah. I'm going to put pictures out. I'm just going to put a series of pictures. And then I'm just going to talk about some of them. Not all of them, but I'm just going to put out some pictures of 70s things. And this is what I'm going to call just my oddity kind of things. It's not music, it's not TV, it's not clothing, it's just interesting things from the 70s. Interesting things. Things we did, things we saw, just interesting stuff, okay? I'm sure that if you're a 70s person, you'll recognize a lot of these things. Yeah. Good times in the 70s, boy. Good times. So I'm going to put out a series of pictures, and then I'll chit-chat about quite a few of them, actually. I got stories to tell. I got stories about some of these things, okay? So watch the pictures and stay tuned. So that was a fun little walk down memory lane, right? Good times in the 70s. Oh yeah. So as I said, I'm going to talk about a lot of those things because I have some stories to tell. Yeah, I have stories to tell as I work on this beautiful, beautiful painting. I'm not doing anything exciting right now. I'm working on black. Maybe we'll switch over and we'll add some color in here while we chat. But anyhow, like I said, it's just an assortment of interesting things that, I remember from my childhood. So let's start like when I was younger. Yeah, let's start at the younger end of the spectrum. The first one I'm going to talk about is that toilet paper. Yeah, that toilet paper. I was recently talking with some friends, diamond painting friends, about cute girls and cute girl paintings and stuff. And I was like, I remember these girls. They were just the cutest little girls. And they would have been beautiful as diamond paintings. However, they were on toilet paper. Do you remember that toilet paper? Am I the only one that remembers the toilet paper? I don't know. It was a thing in my world because, well, my mother had to have it. Yep, she had to have that colored toilet paper. We had a pink bathroom upstairs in our house. And so, of course, that had to have pink toilet paper. There was a bathroom in the lower level, the like half bath, and that was blue. Yeah, so that had to have the blue toilet paper. Yes, you guys, I lived with that colored toilet paper. I don't think I ever had the green. Green did not go with our decor. But we had the colored toilet paper for sure. Yeah. But those girls are super cute. I still think they would make awesome diamond paintings, those girls. They're very pretty little girls. Oh boy. So there's that, the toilet paper. Yeah. Gee. What else? I remember Saturday mornings. Saturday mornings were a time to get up and eat breakfast. We always ate breakfast at the table. We weren't, allowed to really eat breakfast or food really anywhere else except at the table, unless it was a snack. But I remember sitting there on Saturday mornings and reading the cereal box. Anybody else read the cereal box on Saturday mornings, eating cereal? Cereal boxes were very interesting. They had lots of stuff. Actually, Dale and I just talked about it just last night when I was talking about this video. He said, oh yeah, you could even open up the box, and on the inside of the box there was like things you could buy, little, gifts you could buy real cheap. Send in a couple bucks, send in your coupon, get a, doll or something. But that's what we did. We would sit and eat breakfast, and we would read the cereal box, and then when breakfast was over, of course, we'd go watch Saturday morning cartoons. That was our world, right? The cereal box. It had good information on it. It was interesting. It was probably my first real life reading experience, something that I really needed to read for a purpose, not just for school, right? Needed to read the box and see what kind of deals were on the cereal. I don't know if we ever bought anything, but there was always stuff there. Yeah, always. And then some of my favorite toys. Like seriously, the Pogo Stick. Are you kidding me? The Pogo Stick. Okay, I could have been like world champion Pogo Stick, I think. I was good. I was good at the Pogo Stick. We did not have a long paved driveway or anything. Well, yeah, we did. We had a paved driveway. Yes, we did. I could pogo stick everywhere. I just pogo stick up and down the driveway. And I wouldn't stop until I decided I wanted to stop, until I was tired. I mean, like I never lost my balance or fell off or anything like that. I could go and go and go. I could have pogo sticked all over the place, right? don't tell my brother and sister this, but I was a whole lot better than they were. I was. Don't let them tell you any different. I was better than them. It was just a thing. I don't know why I could just do that. It was fun, though. I spent hours and hours and hours pogo sticking. Right now, if you ever handed me a pogo stick, I'd probably fall flat on my rear, right? Remember a few years ago, I tried to skateboard, and I was like, oh, dang, I can't do that. Nope. No, I've lost that coordination, apparently. Just like hula hooping. I mean, we hula hooped forever, you guys. We could hula hoop. I mean, I don't think I did a whole bunch of hula hoops. Maybe 2 at the most, but I could hula hoop and hula hoop and hula hoop, right? Now, if you handed me a hula hoop, I'd be lucky if I could get it to go around my big butt twice. But, you know, that's what we did as kids. We spent a lot of time outside doing things outdoors. Riding bikes, pogo stick, hula hoop, that skip bow. Remember skip bow? You put that thing around your ankle and you had to spin it around and jump over it. Remember that? Those are the kinds of things we did. We were always outside. Unless we were inside, of course, playing with Barbies. But, you know, I did not have a Barbie house. You know, I've told you that before. I never had a Barbie house. I never had the dream house. I never had the town house. I never had any, none of those. I didn't have a house. I would go to my friend's house and they'd have the Barbie house. And I was a little jealous, you know, because they had a house. We did a great job making our own house with washcloths and towels and scarves and just any little scrap of material that somebody might have discarded and they weren't using it anymore. We'd turn it into, you know, the living room. A long piece of cloth would become the hallway. Yeah, but I never had a Barbie house. Mom, I never had a Barbie house. Why? I think we got a car at one point. I think we had a Barbie car. I think there was one Barbie car. Between the two of us, we had to share the Barbie car. But yeah, never had a house. I remember that one Christmas I got a gift. The one thing I really wanted so bad was the spirograph. I wanted a spirograph. And I got the spirograph as a gift, but it must have been at like an extended family Christmas, you know, with the aunts and uncles and things like that. And I think somebody else in the family got it for me. It wasn't my gift from home, you know, like mom and dad present or Santa or anything like that. Santa, no, not at that time. But anyhow, I remember I got the spirograph and I was so excited, and all I wanted to do was just sit there and try all the wheels and do everything I could, you know, figure out how to do with the spirograph. And then my mom and my uncle wanted to play with my spirograph. They were like, okay, can we see it now? And I was like, no, I'm still playing with it. And they were like, well, we want to try it. And it became a big thing. It was like kind of a big ordeal because I got called stingy. Yeah, because I didn't want to share my spirograph with my mom and my uncle, and they wanted to play with my toy. They didn't want to play with anybody else's toy, just my spirograph. It was kind of a big thing, you know. I don't know, was it wrong of me? I was a kid, you know. I was a kid. It was my toy. I wanted to play with it. I don't know. That was a thing. Anyhow. I remember that one year we got the light bright, of course. And I mean, isn't that truly the world's first diamond painting right there, the light bright? You know, they'd give you the little pictures and you'd put the pegs in and the whole thing would light up. I don't know how many pictures we had. Not very many. You kind of got tired of it after a while because you ran out of pictures you could do, you know. But yeah, the light bright. That was fun. Years later, when my kids were young, I bought a toy called Picture Peg. And it's the same exact concept. You get the pattern and you put it on the little form and then you push the pegs in. But this one didn't light up or anything. I actually still had it at school. The kids loved to play with it at school. The little pegs, though, they would get them all over the place. We'd lost I don't know how many pegs. And you can't really replace those pegs. I don't know where to get those, but I just brought it home, actually. You know, when I packed up my room. It's still part of my classroom toy collection, but kind of the, you know, diamond painting concept, I think, right? Yeah. Fun toys, you know, fun toys we had. Yeah. And then, of course, you know, that was around the same time that my sister, I'll never forget this, my sister just wanted go-go boots. She wanted go-go boots for Christmas. And my mom put them in a box with like some bricks or something like that so that it seemed like a, you know, really heavy present. And then when my sister opened it up, it was these white go-go boots. Oh my goodness, white go-go boots. I still remember the picture that we have of her just holding up these go-go boots. And she's just got this look on her face like, ah, I got go-go boots, you know. She was the happiest thing in the world getting these go-go boots. It's funny. I never wanted go-go boots. That wasn't anything I was interested in, but she did. Funny. Yeah. Then, of course, you know, we got older, started, you know, I got a little older, and started getting into my teenage years a little more, and then things really, you know, really got interesting then. Things I started to be more interested in. Did anybody have that bottle in their bedroom? They burned candles and let the wax drip all down the bottle and make the cool designs, right? Tried to see how much, you know, dripping wax you could get on your bottle, how many different colors, how cool you could make it look. Oh, I for sure had one. For sure. I asked Dale, I said, did you ever do that? And he goes, no, I never, I never did that. He said, my sister did. I said, oh, I'm sure your sister did, yeah. But I know I had it for a long time, and then I think eventually the wax just kind of starts to get too brittle and it cracks and breaks and, you know, falls off and stuff. But it was, see if you could find the coolest bottle you could. And I mean, my parents owned a store that sold alcohol and liquor and stuff. And so, you know, I was like, hey, can you buy me this bottle? Can you, you know, whatever. Yeah. Lava lamp, you know, I had to go with the lava lamp. You had to get a lava lamp when you were that age. I think I bought my own lava lamp. I don't think my parents ever bought me one, but I had one for sure. You know, sit there and watch that thing for hours as you're burning incense. Burning incense. We always burned incense in our room, right? Remember there was the kind that was on the long stick, and then there was the kind that was in the little cone. We just burned them because we liked them and they smelled good. I'm certain other people burn them for other reasons, you know, like to cover up other aromas. That was not why I burned them. I remember somebody, one of my friends or my sister, somebody loved sandalwood, the scent, sandalwood. I don't know why I remember that one in particular, but I remember sandalwood. And I never liked that because I'm a fruity person. I like fruity smells. So sandalwood was never my thing, but it's one that just sticks out in my memory. Yeah, burned a lot of incense, burned a lot of candles, watching my lava lamp, right? And then did you ever do sealing wax? Sealing wax, I remember that. You know, you'd write a letter to somebody and you'd fold it up, put it in an envelope, and then you'd light this little, almost like a candle, and let the wax drip on your paper, your envelope. And then you had a little metal, you know, thing you'd push down in there and stamp it. I had an M, of course. Yep, I had an M. Yeah, we used to do that. I don't know who I was sending letters to. I never sent them to anybody. Like, I never sent them in the mail or anything. I'd probably write a letter to a friend and then take it to school and give it to them or something. But I never mailed them to anybody. I didn't mail letters. Good times, good times. The fun stuff we did. Of course, it's around this time that, I started having a little bit of money. Oh my gosh. The first job I ever had was ironing. I would iron clothes at home for my mom. Yeah, that bottle, you couldn't see it really well in the pictures, but that bottle, the Pepsi bottle, it had one of those sprinkler tops on it. Yeah, and you'd have to sprinkle the clothes and get the clothes, a little moist, and then iron them to get the wrinkles out. Anybody else do that? Oh man, I got paid like, I don't know, $3 or $4, maybe $5 a basket or something to iron the clothes. Yeah, that's my first employment. My first paid job, ironing the clothes. You guys, the funny thing is, my mom still has one of those, if not more than one. Yeah, she still irons clothes. She'll take her clothes out of the dryer and she takes them up to one of the spare bedrooms where the ironing board is set up. Has a pile there that she needs to iron. If she needs to go someplace and she wants to look nice, she'll be like, hang on, I got to go upstairs and iron this pair of pants or iron this shirt I want to wear. The bottle's still there. Honest, you guys, it really is. It's still there. She sprinkles her clothes with that little sprinkler top bottle and irons. Yep. I keep trying to say, Mom, just take them out of the dryer. When they're warm, fold them up or whatever. They won't be wrinkly, but nope. She still irons with the sprinkle bottle. Oh, goodness. So with that money, that money that I was earning a little bit of money, had some change in my pocket, I started, all about the same time, got a car, started having some money. I remember music. Music was always a huge part of my life. I loved music. Does anybody remember that you had to record music? You recorded music on a cassette tape. Had a little tape player, and you could listen to like the top 40 countdown or whatever on Sundays, I think, and get your little tape recorder out and record it so you could get your favorite song. Yeah, I had many, many, many mixed tapes of music that I had just recorded off the radio. Oh, yeah, lots of that. But, that was a little later. The first tapes I ever had were 8-tracks. Now, I know some of you young people, you might have heard of 8-tracks. You probably have never seen one or held one physically in your hands. But 8-tracks were big. They were, they were good size. And I had my first car at that point. And of course I had to have an 8-track player in my car, and collect 8-tracks of my favorite artists. And it was like the whole album was on the 8-track, the whole thing. We had a store in our town. It was called Warehouse Records. And you could go there and you could buy albums, and then you could buy 8-tracks. And then later you could buy cassettes, because it went, albums were the big thing, then 8-tracks, and then cassettes. And then they kind of phased out after CDs came out, but that store's not there anymore. Kind of makes me sad, but people nowadays, kids nowadays, they don't even know what those kinds of things are, right? They're just like, everything's just on my phone or whatever. They just download stuff. They just download music. Yeah. Oh, I got that on Apple, iTunes, or whatever. No. I had 2 cases full of 8-tracks. And they were big. It took up a lot of room in the back seat of my car. I had a 69 Camaro. There's not a big back seat to start with, but it took up a lot of space. And then, of course, I had to convert to cassette tapes when cassette tapes came out, and had to buy everything in cassette tape. Or, of course, my tastes had changed, so I probably got different stuff, but cassette tapes were a little easier to transport around in your car. They're a bit smaller. Had a great big huge case, double-sided. It was a double-sided case. You open up one side and there's about 24. Open the other side, 24 more. Had a lot of tapes. Yeah, I think I ended up giving those to my daughter at some point. The 8-tracks, I'm pretty sure I sold at a yard sale to somebody. I don't even know if you can find an 8-track player anymore. I don't know if they're around anymore. But yeah, good times. All of that fun stuff. And now we just download our music. Never even physically see it, because nowadays people don't like the whole album. They just want a song here or there. I still, if it's an artist I still like the whole album. I want the whole thing. I want to hear all the songs. You can always skip forward if you don't like a song, especially with a CD. Now I have tons of CDs in my car. Yeah, I still like to listen to CDs. It's easier to fast forward a CD. You can just hit skip, right? Problem with those cassette tapes, when you're trying to fast forward, that's when you get it all mucked up and get caught in your player, and you have to pull it out, and it's stringing all over the place. Get your pencil out, so you could wind it back up. Got to wind it back up into the case because you made a mess. Got caught in the player. Oh, yeah. I can't count how many times I did that, right? But so much fun. And then we could take the car to the drive-in. Remember the drive-ins? Oh, my gosh. There's still a drive-in around us in our area. There's a drive-in. As a matter of fact, they just opened. Dale just told me yesterday, because we're talking about my video, of course. He told me yesterday that the drive-in just opened. Even in the midst of, this virus thing and shutdowns and whatnot, they opened. Yeah, they were like, yeah, we can open. We're a drive-in. There'll be social distancing. You just stay in your car. You don't need to see anybody. We're not opening up the concession stand and whatnot. Bring your own food, stay in your car, watch a movie. Then people were like, well, what about going to the bathroom? Everybody will have to, go up to the bathroom. So you know what they did? They brought in porta potties. And they put several porta potties out, in the area where the cars are, so that you didn't have to all congregate in one place. The drive-in survives, folks. It survives. There's nothing like going to the drive-in, putting that speaker in your window and listening to the show, and it would crackle and whatnot. Good times. I mean, other things happened in the cars at the drive-ins. We're not going to talk about that. No, we won't talk about that. We'll leave that to your imagination. Yeah, great stuff, And then, oh my gosh, the other thing that we would do in the summer, there was always the county fair. I loved the county fair. You go to the fair with your boyfriend and have him try to win you a stuffed animal and, stuff like that. I remember Dale and I went to the fair together many times, and they had it was one of the games, and you'd take dimes and you'd pitch dimes into a big formation of glasses and dishes and cups and things. And if you got your coin in a dish or a cup, you got to win that cup or glass. I had a whole collection of weird things at home in my closet, in my hope chest for, my someday when I'm married or move out. A whole weird collection of things that I won tossing dimes into the glasses. Yeah. But the thing that I showed you the picture of was the zipper. Oh my goodness, the zipper. I loved the zipper. I would ride the zipper until I couldn't ride it anymore. Now, my main partner for riding the zipper was my sister. Her and I would ride the zipper, and it was a wicked ride, you guys. It was wicked. I mean, it would go upside down, and your car would spin around, and we would try to spin it just as much as we could, as fast as we could, just spin that thing. And you couldn't wear a hat. You couldn't have anything in your pockets because everything would be on the ground if you did. But we'd ride it, and we'd get off, and we'd get back in line. I mean, rode that thing forever. I rode it with some other friends and stuff too, but my sister was my main zipper riding partner. Several years later, or several years ago, actually, we were at the fair and somebody asked me if I wanted to ride the zipper with them, and I was just like, oh, hell no. That's exactly what I told them. No, not riding that thing. I mean, now I'm like, I don't like enclosed spaces, and absolutely not. It would terrify me. I'd have to be unconscious to get on. But we would ride it forever and ever and ever. It was so much fun. Goodness. Yeah, other people would be like, no, 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 no. And we're just like, more, more, more. So much fun. Yeah. Another thing we did when we were, in our teens and late teens, I would say, is we lived out in the country, so we would we'd get our friends out there and we'd take them snipe hunting. Anybody ever hear of snipe hunting? So snipe, we'd tell our friends, is this weird bird, this big bird. It's got red eyes, it's got long claws, it runs around out in the woods, in the fields at night, and we're going to try to catch them. You catch them with a pillowcase. You got to just jump on them, throw a pillowcase over them. So we're like, okay, we're going to go over here. We're going to take this spot over here on this side of the gravel pit. There was a gravel pit out back. And you sit over here in this spot, and then Joey over here, he's going to chase them. He's going to scare them up, and he's going to chase them your way. So be ready. Be ready to catch them when they come your way. Okay? And then, once we got them all settled with their pillowcase, we'd leave them. We would leave them. We'd leave them right there. That wasn't very nice. It was funny, though. Oh, people would be mad as a hornet when they, realized they'd been left out in the middle of nowhere, out in the back 40. Nobody was ever hurt. Nobody was ever lost. If they didn't show up, we'd eventually go get them. But yeah, we did that. That wasn't very nice. That was in the era of toilet papering, though. It was toilet papering era. We had toilet paper like all the time. I had easy access to toilet paper, because of my parents' store, so I could just get toilet paper and we'd be ready. We'd be prepared. I'd have like a 6-pack of toilet paper in the back of my car or something. We'd toilet paper. Why? I don't know. Why did we toilet paper? For something to do. It was harmless, right? We didn't hurt anybody. It was hurting nobody. Most of the time you toilet papered like a friend's house or somebody you were mad at or something like that. But there was times that we toilet papered places we didn't even know who the people were. There was a house in town that had the coolest fence. It had the coolest fence. And we decided we needed to toilet paper that fence. I don't know why. We just decided it would be fun to do that fence. And so we did. You got to be really quiet when you toilet paper. But I tell you what, when that toilet paper hits the ground, you throw it up in the air, throw it over a tree, and it comes back down and hits the ground. It's like, thonk. It's pretty loud. Yeah, we were good toilet papers. We toilet papered the kid down the street one time. I think my brother was mad at him. I think they'd had an argument or something. It was his friend. And so we went down to toilet paper their house. And we did a fine job toilet papering. You always had to be prepared to get toilet papered back. If you got caught and they knew it was you, they'd come and they'd retaliate and toilet paper your house. But we toilet papered his house pretty good. But we didn't stop there. Oh, and this was not smart. This was just not smart. I'm going to tell you right now. Not smart. but we lived in the country, like I said. And so there was a farmer's field, and they had round bales of hay. Round bales. And we rolled a round bale out into the road. A round bale of hay. Those things are huge, you guys. They're huge, and they're heavy. It took like 3 or 4 of us to roll this round bale down the road, or out into the road, but we did it. Rolled it right out into the road and left it sit there. Now that was not smart, right? It was not a smart thing to do. We should not have done that. Just think, if a car would have come or something, yeah, car could have hit it. Yeah, but we did. We were just stupid young teenage kids, just, looking for something to do on the weekend. And most of the stuff we did was totally harmless. That one wasn't very smart, but, I don't think anybody was hurt. I never heard of anybody hitting it or anything like that. Yeah, not smart. The other thing we would do at that time of my life, and I remember, I think I've told you before that the drinking age at this point was 18. Okay, it was 18. So I was totally a legal drinker, totally at that time. And, I'm graduated from high school, and we would have house parties. Anybody else have house parties? Remember house parties? All your friends would come on over, and you'd, get together, and everybody would bring something to drink, some alcohol. Trash can party. We'd call them trash can parties. Whatever alcohol came into the house just all went into one big container. You mixed it all up. Oh man, toxic sludge. Oh goodness. But that's another thing that we did, in my older teen years, because 18, 19, I was good to go. We did get caught. My parents went on a vacation one time. I remember that. We had a party, and they found out about it. My brother had to tell, right? My brother told them. I think they called to check on everybody, talked to my brother, and my brother told on us. Said we'd had a party. My brother, really. Sometimes you'd end up with people at your house. You were like, who is that? I don't know who that is. How'd that person get here? Who is that person friends with? They were never huge blowout parties. We didn't know that many people, but yeah, house parties. The things we did, you guys, the things we did. I'm sure some of you can relate. I'm sure some of you, did some of those things. Probably not rolling round bales out into the road, though. That really wasn't smart. Well, of course, we never thought about it that way. We did not think about, cars or, anything like that. We just put it like in front of their house. Put it in the road. Ay. Well, I don't know if I have anything else to talk about at the moment. I think I covered pretty much all my topics. Yeah, I think I did. But it was fun. Those are the things I remember. I have good memories of that time in my life. Good memories. So, I think that I will end here for now. I'm going to work on this bird. See if I can get this bird finished up. We're going to dazzle the bird. He has no ABs, but we're going to fix that. We're going to bedazzle our bird here and make him nice and sparkly. He's a sparkly bird. So, keep watching the videos, you guys. I know that Kara put her video out. Mine's coming out on Wednesday. Maritz's will be out tomorrow. Watch the videos, comment, and give yourself a shot at winning a diamond painting from one of us. And I hope you're enjoying the throwback to the 70s. It's bringing back a lot of good memories for me. It's even given me an opportunity to just sit and talk with my husband, about some things that we did, times in the past, because we spent a lot of time together in our young years, our young adulthood. And it's just kind of been fun to even talk with him about stuff and stuff that he remembers, and we had conversations. It's kind of fun. We would always listen to music together. We'd sit in the car. You know, when we're sitting there watching my mom flick the lights, telling me it's time to come in, we're always listening to music. Music's always been a thing between us. It still is. He'll still come home times and he'll like get something on his phone and turn it on the speakers over here. And what do you think about this? Oh, some song he just started playing the other day. I was like, okay, really? You like that? No, I've had enough. No, you gotta turn that one off. I don't like that. I don't know. I think it was Post Malone or somebody. I don't know who it was for sure. I didn't like it though. No, not my thing. But we're always talking about music, listening to music. It's just our thing. Probably started way back in the 70s. Peace, love, and rock and roll, right? All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe. Check out memberships, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next video.